There are multiple ways to tune a ukulele. I highly recommend using some technology to help. With your parents' permission and using a smartphone, see if you can download the application called GuitarTuna. That's guitar like the instrument and tuna like the fish. Using that application on a smartphone, which you can either find in the App Store or Google Play Store, allowing the smartphone to have access to your microphone means that you'll be able to play each string individually, and the application will let you know when that string is in tune. Using the tuning pegs, going very gently, you can go back and forth in order to do so. I'll provide an example. For this example of tuning a ukulele, I will be using the application called GuitarTuna on my smartphone. I've allowed the application to have access to my microphone so that when I'm plucking the string, it knows exactly if it's flat or too sharp and tells me which direction to go in. So on the very top string, which is the fourth string, if we use the ceiling as one vantage point and the floor as another, then our first string is the one closest to the floor. Second string, up from the floor, towards the ceiling is the third string, and the one all the way at the top is the fourth string. So I'm going to start with the fourth string, which is G. Using GuitarTuna, I can see that I am way too low. And now I'm there. That's how G should sound. Moving on, and you have to select these individually, I'll look at C. Now this one says I'm just about there, which is great. So that's how C should be sounding when you're playing it on your ukulele. Again, selecting E individually. I have a feeling that is too low, so we're going to start turning the tuning pegs gently, easily, slowly, so that you can see which direction you're going in. I started flat, and now I'm getting sharper, and I'm there. That's how E should sound. For the final string, the first string, that's A. Again, I'm a little too low here, so I'm going to turn that tuning peg right to there. And now I've tuned it perfectly. When all your strings fall in line, you should be sounding something like that. There is also an application on your computer that you can use called ukebuddy.com. Again, if you have a microphone attached to your computer, then allowing the computer access to your microphone, you'll be able to play each of these strings, and with a little bar that goes up and down, you'll find if you're too flat or too sharp, and be able to find that middle ground. When tuning, go back and forth at first to see which direction you're going in. You're not going to hurt the ukulele. Just do it slowly enough that you're not getting too sharp or too flat. I would just recommend a little bit of patience while tuning. And both of these applications will let you know exactly when you are in tune. You can also tune via a piano or maybe another instrument that's in tune, but I would recommend a piano. Starting with middle C, then going up, you'll find C, G, E, and A, and tune to the piano. That requires you to tune by ear, which I will admit I am not the best at, so I like my technology quite a bit. I will recommend retuning after you go through a song or two, because you might find that it just doesn't sound the same anymore. And that's just because the strings are becoming a little too loose, or maybe they're getting a little tighter, so they're getting a little sharper. But you want to keep your ukulele in tune so that it sounds like so. I hope this is helpful. And of course, when you're using the smartphone to tune your ukulele, be sure you have your parents' permission.